Man, the fucking nerve of these teachers, man. Um, like I, I just don't get it. Like like how can I put this shit? You, you just can't like find an adult. Like I understand, like boys are there, but come on, man. Like I saw an article talking about like a 28-year-old teacher decided to mess with a 16-year-old student. Like really? Like I feel like we all had that time where whether it be a real teacher or a substitute teacher or a gym teacher, we all had that teacher that we was like, yo, she's cute, she's fine. Yo, I can't wait to get with that. That's gonna be my wifey one day. Like that type of talk. You know what I mean? But you just think that you never ever gonna do it because by the time you're an adult, she's probably way older and she probably ain't even trying to holler at you, or she already got wifed up with somebody else. But I continue to read this article, and the kid had the nerve to be like, "Yo, I'm telling, um, I'm telling the authorities that you took advantage of me." Now, I could see if the teacher was a man and the student was actually the girl, then we can say that's close to being raped right there. But I feel, I like my personal opinion. I feel like he liked that. He wanted to get involved with the teacher, and he was just too worried about what his parents was gonna do or whatever. And then he just like, oh, he panicked and freaked, and be like, oh, I gotta tell somebody. Oh, I'm gonna tell the cops, and then make her look like she's the bad guy. Now, I understand he was a virgin. He lost his virginity to the teacher, but according to the reports, they according to um, a couple of response videos to this topic, the teacher was like not that bad looking. So he made it seem like she was like some ugly ass beast. Like, damn, I can't believe I fuck that shit. Like, you know what I mean? You lost your Virginia, you lost Virginia. I'm not all about that shit. Like I lost mine a long time ago, so that shit like to me it's like whatever. You know what I mean? For most people I feel like it's whatever. You know what I mean? You obviously you wanted to get you wanted to get advantage, like taken advantage of, because if a teacher was like, yo, come back to my classroom because you forgot something, really? Like the lamest fucking excuse in the book. Knowing if you probably that type of person that was making sure you grabbed everything before you left her class so you don't have to go back, or wait a whole day and be like, damn, I forgot my pencil, I forgot my fucking notebook. Me personally would have been like, yo, if I forget that shit's staying there till tomorrow, especially if I know ain't nobody going into my desk until tomorrow. Like, you know what I mean? But for her to be like, you forgot something in my classroom, I need you to come back. And I would have been like, no, bitch, I ain't forget shit. Like, I got everything right here. I got everything in my backpack. What I forget? Like, for him to, like, purposely go back there, I think he knew what was up. He knew what the deal was. She probably was eyeballing him the whole time in class. And you get that vibe like, yo, that girl, that teacher wants me. That teacher wants me. And then for you, like, go in the closet, go in the cubbies in the back and shit, and fucking and got aroused. You got aroused from a girl that just like you didn't want no involvement sexually with. That just I don't know. I don't even know what to call that. But I feel like if you felt like you had some kind of unattractive way with her, you wouldn't get hard. You would not get hard. You would just be like, you try all you want, miss. You ain't getting it up. Like, you know what I mean? That's how I feel about that shit. Like, obviously, if you look at an ugly bitch, you're not gonna try to fuck her or have her fuck you. You know, pinned down and that type of shit. You would have to yell like, "Yo, get the fuck off me!" Even if you had to use like brute force to get her off of you. Like that's the type of shit I would have been in. Like, yo, it ain't working. But I feel like for most students, that they probably say, "Yo, you lucky." Like for somebody to come up to you and be like, "Yo, pull down your pants," and it's a woman. Like, so I think that's how most male students would have just cared about. Oh, you're a woman? All right, I'm a man. All right, let's go. Whatever, virginity or not, whatever. Teach me, teacher. Like, but you know, now he had the ungrateful thing to say. Oh, now I gotta remember this teacher every time I think about my first time. Dumb motherfucker, man. Dumb. You gotta fucking say that, but you put yourself in that shoes, man. You put yourself in that predicament because you should have known better. You should have known there was nothing for you to go back to the classroom for. Nothing. Like whatever she was teaching you, or whatever, you should know you grabbed everything and dipped out of there. And for you to go back, you wanted that. I don't care what the report said. You wanted that shit. Um, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Because I know if it was me, if I was 16 again and fucking I was a virgin and a hot teacher was like, "Yo, I need you to pull down your pants." Alright, let's get it popping. Like that's what it is. I don't care if she was going to be my first. I could at least I'll have a nice, interesting story. I'll be like, "Yeah, my first was a fucking hot teacher." Like, you know what I mean? That's the type of shit you hear in like music videos and like in fantasy and fucking storybooks. This kid. This kid's an ungrateful son of a bitch. That's all I can say about that. He ungrateful. Like the girl just wanted to get it in and you just didn't want to. I understand you didn't want to. Everybody had that choice. But I feel like he knew what he was getting into because he went back to the classroom. He ain't had to go back. He could ignore her way of trying to get him back. You know what I mean? Like, "Oh, you forgot something." Like, "Oh yeah, what?" If she wouldn't say nothing, be like, "Oh, that's what I thought." You could have just kept it moving. Or it would have been like, "Yeah, you forgot something," and you'd be like, "Oh well, I'll get it tomorrow." Where I know there's people in the classroom where if you did try to take advantage of me, I can at least scream to the point where students could hear that shit and they can be my witnesses when I go and tell the authorities if I had to tell the authorities. If I was in his shoes, that's what I would have done. But if it was just me and she was hot, hey, I'm going all in. It's just me. That's just me, though. That's just my opinion. Um, who really turned down sex at that age? I don't think so. Unless you believe in that, wait till marriage type of thing. Then I can understand that. But But most of us, I don't know. That's all I'm gonna say on this piece.